Cusper, welcome back to Deep Heights. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad you're here. You are most welcome in my space. I'm going to do a love reading. Yay! Everyone's been asking for it, and here it is. I've got the Bones of a Lost and Found reading spread out. This one will be time specific for the Mercury retrograde that we have now through the 19th of October through Libra right up to that Cusper season. So getting excited about that. My birthday is around that time as well. So let's get started. So what we have lost, we have the Fairy Guide reversed and the Bright Mother. And I think that this is exceptional energy. And the way that I'm looking at this is that I feel like you're coming out of a time of where you felt empty. That you were looking for ways to fill up your life. That your life felt incomplete. And searching for answers, people, reading, learning, looking, always journeying, because to me this is like the Fool card. It is card 0 in this deck, the Fairy Guide. Looking for guidance outside of yourself, through others, mirroring others, because we do have the Bright Mother, and the Bright Mother is representative of the moon, man or woman. We have these energies. That you're realizing that within you and your own life, you don't have to reflect others. You don't have to live your life adjusting to others. And your life is already full. This character is surrounded, realizing that it's all within you, it's all around you already. What's found? We have 3 cards. I'm going to start with She Who Was Kissed by the Pig, or the Fairy That Was Kissed by the Pixies, and the Singer of Healing. Your own inner light is what fills up your world, is what fills up your being. Just the imagery here, the Singer of Healing, and then this character here, they're mirrors. That your own inner light, your own inner healing, your own inner realization that it's all already within you. The love you have, the love you need, the love that you create is healing for yourself, primarily, firstly for yourself, and through that to others, because they're all surrounding. People are drawn to that light, drawn to your light. But there's a difference in between these characters, because this one is more melancholy, more sad. There's a melancholy here. There's a boredom here. But not here. There's joy here. There's light here. There's celebration here. There's love here. Healing. We have the feline. To me, this represents boundaries. That you will be protecting, and that you are learning how to protect yourself from others coming in to take and zap that energy from you, because you are creating the light. You are creating your own light of love. And this is where you find that sense of peace, that sense of wholeness, and that sense of just being, and no longer having to search, no longer having to feel like I need to read this book and I need to know what they said about this and what do you think about this, from anyone, for anything in your life. And that, the reason why I like this as the foundation, because it shows me that you yourself have a strong foundation. And when you have a strong foundation and your boundaries are set, that you're not going to allow just anyone to come in, especially in love relationships, because no one's closer to us than those who we share a bed with, we share our most intimate thoughts with, we share our bodies with, our touch, our breath, our life, our kiss, everything in a love relationship. That something that you've learned now, you know who you are. At the bottom of the deck, we have Nellis the Alchemist and Epona's Wild Daughter. A lot of Sagittarian energy here, a lot of 9th house energy. I have a stellium in the 9th. I have 5 planets in Libra, all of which are in the 9th house. So the Libra and 9th house stellium is an interesting an energy that I would be familiar with to feel and communicate. I feel like quite a few of my viewers that I've spoken with have talked about they have heavy ninth house energy, rising Sagittarius, Jupiter in the first, these heavy placements. I don't know why I went off on a tangent on that. I'm sorry. It's totally irrelevant. Maybe I just wanted to tell you my chart. I don't know. Mercury is retrograding in Libra. I'm communicating weirdly. But we have 27 and 54, two nines, ninth house energy, heavy. Of course, two nines becomes an 18, which is the moon, ruled by Pisces. So something hidden, something from the depths, going blindly, but I feel like you're not going in blind, just being led by faith, by not knowing. You know, we call it faith because we don't know, but we believe. But you're creating. Epona she has to do with horses, with fertility, and we have Epona's wild daughter, who is half horse, and she's the Pegasus, born of Poseidon, 18, Neptune, Poseidon. Pegasus is born from Poseidon, created Pegasus. This flying out from your emotions, having them very balanced and healed, but having boundaries, being very strong, being very, very strong. Okay. So let's talk about the person that you're dealing with, because I see you very capable. I don't see you down in the dumps or feeling negative. Retrograde seasons are all, Mercury especially, when we have so many planets retrograde right now. They're challenging, especially with Mercury being in Libra. How are we communicating fairly? Are there misunderstandings? Especially you maybe showing up with this feline, you know. Be careful before you fly off the handle at something that someone says to you. Are you interpreting it correctly? And being sure that when you communicate to others, is it fair, I want to say, but poetic is how are you speaking? How are you communicating? Okay, show me the person that my Cusper is dealing with, please. Show me the, first let me see the situation. Wow, we have the Four of Wands, the Magician, and the Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This Venus and Scorpio energy. A lot of water, a lot of heavy water. I feel some choking here, something drowning, something very heavy, which is perhaps why we have this Epona's wild daughter with Nellis the Alchemist on the bottom of the deck. You really needing to create yourself in a way that you can navigate both worlds, the water and the air. Cusper, it's not, couldn't be more clear in who it would be important for. So the Magician, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is very happy, I'm pleased to say, a very beautiful situation of love, of creating a home, a new opportunity to build a home with someone. Very stable as well. Very brilliant, very clear. Just the colors, the imagery here is very clean. It's very crystalline. It twinkles. It's like chimes. And something is being reborn. The Ace of Pentacles. Something is being reborn here. There's a new opportunity where something was very, very heavy. Yes, the Six of Pentacles below the Seven of Cups. To get out of the deep, murky, emotional waters that could have been damaging in the past to your relationship. You know, there's a lot of heaviness, and really trying to, whatever it is that you're creating here, almost, wow, I want to say like you're, like, you know, when Jesus feeds the many from one loaf. It's kind of like that. I don't know why that's relevant, but okay. Show me the person that my Cusper is dealing with, please. Let me look at these for a second. Where the timing wasn't right before, the timing is right now. The timing is right now, and the timing is right now. That makes sense. There's an opportunity for real growth in the material world and in the practical world here. To be able to be in these really intense, loving depths that you have with the Seven of Cups, where anything is possible through emotion, where Poseidon is creating a Pegasus, a flying horse, a flying magical horse, that you are giving, that you have so much in within you as from healing here, that you give so much from your own depths, that not only do you have it, but you can create it to share with others, creating something real, something tangible, something that's shared. With this Magician, Four of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles here, this Ace of Discs. You know, and this Magician card is like how it's looking over the ocean to the sun, which is like a disc. It's like the Ace of Discs, this new beginning out of the water, out of these depths. You have stability here. This is Venus and Aries. It's like you have found each other again on the roads. You will be meeting again on the road somehow. You meet together, and you can walk together. I feel like the home is moving. You're traveling home. You know, in the Thoth deck, the Four of Wands is a circle. It's called completion. You know, and it becomes the circle, and it can move, it can roll. It's rolling. I think I was saying at the beginning of this reading that it was just Venus and Mars who weren't retrograde, and here we have Venus and Mars complete together, direct, created, brand new. Show me the person, the Death card. What else? The Two of Wands. One more. And the Star. The Universe on the bottom of the deck for them. They've had a difficult time. If you've been separated, there's a great change that's taking place within them, in their world, in their inner world and their outer world. They've changed. This person has changed tremendously in what they want. The two of Pentacles behind the behind the Universe here. They've closed out a cycle for themselves. There's maturity here, but still some struggle. We never quite lose our experiences, even as we grow and we mature. It's always right there, and I think that's wise. But they're still struggling. They're still, you know, they're coming up with these Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. It's like I was saying that with the Four of Wands, each of you are like a Two of Wands coming together to meet on the road. They are whole and prepared and ready to go. I feel they're guided. Here we have this more imagery of looking out over the water, and here we have the square. The circle represents the heavens. The square represents the earth and the material. You know, planning, how do I bring this back? How do they find you? They are looking for you. They want to find you. The skull of flowers. It's all they see when they think about you. It's perfection. It's the garden. It's pure, growing. When they see flowers, they think of you. They're looking for you, and they see you everywhere. Where are you? Show me my Cusper. Where's my Cusper in this beautiful connection? A reconnection. This is a reconnect. You've both struggled greatly. You've both changed, grown. I think it was really important for you to create boundaries for yourself. Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. One more for me for my Cusper. One more for my Cusper. One more, please. Two of Pentacles. Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like that's you are having to change your life. That your life has changed. Did I say in this? I had tried to do this 3 times before I got to this one, and it wasn't coming together. But in the Equalizer 2, there's a quote that says, there are 2 types of pain. The pain that hurts and the pain that alters. And this, for you, has been a pain that has altered. It has altered you and changed you. Whatever experience you've had with this person has changed you. It's changed the essence of your being. Which is why you've shown up with this singer of healing. This feline, it's hardened you in ways. It's changed you. I feel like you're not going to compromise on what it is that you want for your own future. But inevitably, in any relationship, we must make compromises that will call for you to change. This is Jupiter and Capricorn. The battle, the war here between expansion and... Wow, sorry, I'm losing my words. Thank you. Retraction, finding the balance. What are you willing to compromise on? That's why you need your boundaries so much, because you felt pain, so much pain in your life, I feel. And with this person in particular, within this relationship. I feel like you lost your way with this fairy guide reversed here in this position of being lost. It left you kind of feeling, you didn't feel bright in any type of way. You didn't feel good, you didn't feel happy, you didn't feel joy, you didn't feel sexy, you didn't want to be touched, nothing was bringing you joy throughout this experience, and there's some hesitancy. Definitely some hesitancy with you. I want to clarify this. Clarify this Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles for my Cusper, please. Clarify this energy for me, please. The Justice card and the Eight of Cups. Wow. Two of Cups below the Eight of Cups. I feel like there was no choice in the past that this relationship definitely had to end and that you had to walk away from each other. And I feel like it was extremely difficult and extremely painful because there's real love here. And I don't want to ever do readings where I'm talking about, oh yes, your person is coming back and they really love you. And I'm not saying that this is for everyone. This is very specific, very particular. They've learned. This person is looking for you, but I want you to be wary and be very clear about the things that have happened in the past. It is Mercury retrograde. What do they say during a retrograde? Don't get back together Don't start what has already ended in the past. They are coming back, and they are coming back changed. They are looking for you. They see you. Like I said, this person sees you as a garden. Your thoughts, their thoughts of you are like flowers, and I don't know any other way to describe that. You are a garden to them, a sanctuary, a home. But you left. You had to leave. They left you no other choice. Okay, I don't want to get stuck on that. What's the advice here for my Cuspers? Seven of Swords and the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. You see, on this road, you know what we're talking about, meeting on the road. Make sure. I feel like I want to tell you don't do it during this time. What's waiting for you on the road? It's like, is that them waiting for you? Planning, that Two of Wands, the Six of Swords here in the road. Things getting better. How long will the communication? Six of Swords is about communication. Easier, more logical communication, softer, moving out of argumentative conversations. But that seventh sword, that kind of throws a wrench. It's right there. They're holding on to it. There's a conversation that needs to be had between the two of you about your past when you do find each other again, because this conversation will happen. And I'm not saying that it's negative, but we've always got to look at things practically. Like for me personally, in going through a really difficult, devastating, heartbreaking experience, when I think about that and I'm wanting to be with them, and it's like I'm like, real or not real, you know, from Mockingjay, from the Hunger Games series, and that, and, you know, and he had been hijacked, you know, with that tracker jacker venom, and you know, he has these memories. He's like, real or not real, and I have to do that with myself. It's like, and I feel like that's what you need to do to yourself. How are you seeing the past? How are you seeing them? Is it real? My ears are ringing. Even if there's great love here and the intentions are good, I feel like it's, wait, you know, wait. See how the conversations go before you pour your heart and soul back into something and compromise. Here, this Two of Pentacles, which you're you're trying to build this Ten of Pentacles for yourself, creating something that caused you great pain, great psychological, emotional, spiritual pain, that altered you, and having to continue to be in the world and work and live and be. Yeah. We have the High Priestess and the Empress. The Ten of Cups, though, on the bottom of the deck. You know, this is an energy of really standing and being in your power. You know, we have the Ten of Cups. It's behind that Temperance. And the Six of Cups. Yeah. I think that there is the potential here for a beautiful connection. But with Mercury retrograding at this time in Libra and making us pause, it causes problems, difficulties, for sure. But are we going to... For a long time, I didn't want anything to do with astrology. My mother was always into astrology as a child, and she was Capricorn. She was double Capricorn, rising Capricorn with Moon in Aries, and she would tell me, I'm a Libra, I'm a Cusper. She's like, oh, you're so wishy-washy, and I hated that when she told me that when I was a kid. So I was like, I don't need anyone to give me a personality. Anyway, I didn't want I didn't have anything to do with it because I'm in control of my own life. I'm in control of my own decisions, and yes, we are, but we must be wise. Like, we look to the stars as signs because it reflects our inner being. Do we reflect the stars, or do the stars reflect us? Is it both? Is it symbiotic? I don't know. But with this High Priestess and Empress energy, it's wait, hold, be, wait, hold, and be silent as you are continuing healing with this feline, with this singer of healing and this fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Continue to bring your energy up and create and do what it is that you are doing. I was saying they see you as flowers. Man or woman, they see you as a garden to grow that grows. There is great love here. This 10 of Cups, Temperance, and 6 of Cups. But you must compromise. Are you going to be able to bring that together? Because the Temperance card is Jupiter. It's mutable fire. And here we have this mutable fire energy that moves, that expands, sitting calm by the water with the 6 of Cups and 10 of Cups. Cooling it. A lot of Jupiterian energy here. Okay. It's kind of a long reading. What does my Cusper need to be aware of? What have you to say to my Cusper, please? Before completion. Confusion. Pressurized mental activity. Mercury retrograde in Libra. Transition, like birth, requires a determined strength for the passage through, making sense of the past through reflection. I can see, you can see, just through what we've seen here. Oh, wow. My vocabulary is limited at the moment. There's love here. There are two people who have experienced a relationship together, have had to go their separate ways, have been walking their own journeys, and are coming back to one another. I do see that. But time needs to be taken, continue to be taken, this transition, because your person is going, they showed up with the Death card, the 2 of Wands, and the Star. That's a huge life transition. Finding and seeing the truth, and it's unexpected. It shakes the shit out of you. Aquarian energy, Uranian energy with Pluto, with the 2 of Wands. It's a big energy. But there's confusion. If you're going to talk. Have the conversation that you need to have. But don't make any big decisions. Don't try not to invest too much too soon. Have your boundaries here. You have your boundaries. This person hurt you in the past. Beware, be careful. Transition, like birth, requires a determined strength for the passage through. You're both changing, you're both moving. Do you have enough faith in them that they have the strength and the determination to continue on their journey with you? Are you going to be able to create together? Because you're creating separately. Like in The Prophet from Khalil Gibran. On marriage, you are pillars of a temple, separate. And that's what you are. The oak and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. Can you be two strong beings together walking the road? I just saw 2929, which is 1111. Here I'm holding this card. Can you be that together? With this Ace of Pentacles and Magician card. Do you have the faith? Is it going to be only your energy here? Your energy and your capacity to have light, because you have the light. Do they? have the Death card, the Star, and the Two of Wands. How bright is their light? Pluto's the furthest planet out there. Right? Where's their light coming from? Is it coming from within? Do flowers grow in the dark? I think that's beautiful and poetic, and I would hope so. Conversation definitely needs to be had here. Okay, I'm going to close. Any final advice here? We have new day and burden. It's on the bottom. Sacred space. Your sacred space, protecting your own energy. This is card 21, the universe. Protecting your world. This movement, protected here. Because this movement here is birthing this. It's like a jewel. You're healing what you give, what your energy gives, what you give from the depths of your being, your emotional depths, that you're able to create and energetically give to others to help to heal life from your hands. This new day and burden. 11 and 10, another 21. Each threes, 33. A lot of sunrise symbolism, you know. And I feel like this burden, it will require work on both of your parts. I do for both of you. You know, walking the road, we want to hear happily ever after and, oh, it's going to be magical and dreamy. And yes, of course, it will be magical and dreamy, but it will require work. So take your time, Cusper. I wish you happiness and I wish you joy.